Hello everyone, how you doing today? I'm back with my review of IDW Sonic the Hedgehog number 38 and 39. I apologize that these are so late. I apologize that there's been no activity on the channel for a while now. As you can imagine, I've been quite busy. I'm sure any of my viewers who are also in college have probably also been quite busy this last little while. And to any of my viewers who aren't in college, enjoy your future. But anyway, without further ado, I obviously missed an issue here, so we're gonna do 2 in 1 like we've done before. But even with that, I think this might be one of the quickest reviews I'll ever do. Why is that? Well, let's hop into issue 38 and find out. So obviously we ended the last issue with, Sonic, Tails, and Amy. They were falling through like a void. Tails catches them. He says some sciencey gobbledygook about oh, this is a place where physics don't work because reasons. So then they go and they end up in this town. And Tangle and Belle they arrive to the location, and they see Orbot and Cubot. And Orbot and Cubot see that Sonic and Tails and Amy have gotten into the test chambers. And they tell Eggman. Eggman's and they expect Eggman to be mad, but Eggman actually seems kind of pleased by it. So, there's that. So then, essentially, Belle hears Eggman's voice, and she's like, "Whoa, that's Eggman." And then she falls and almost gets trampled by some badniks, but then Tangle saves her. And essentially so what's your deal? And Belle finally decides to just admit, okay, I'm a badnik. And Tangle's like, okay, I don't care. Which is obviously nice, because Tangle's like, I don't care about, who built you or what you are. I care about, what you do, and you seem to be a good person. But so then we cut back to Sonic and company. And they go to this house that has these weird test dummies, and they see a caterpillar, amongst other things, and they beat them up, and they hear Eggman's voice through a toaster, to where essentially Eggman explains that this place that they're in is where he tests out his robots, and he's very excited because now Sonic and Tails and Amy are here, and he can test the robots on them. So then the comic ends. And legit, this is true. This is true. This is a true story. I was sitting on my couch reading this, and I went, wait, that's it? Because, nothing happened. We get Sonic, Tails, and Amy wander around this friggin' pocket dimension or whatever. Tangle and Belle wander around Eggman's base. They hear Eggman's voice in a toaster, and then it ends. But okay, let's get into issue 39. So issue 39 picks up, obviously, where this one leaves off. We see that Orbot and Cubot are doing this weird thing where they're mixing up different parts of different badniks. They create a cool, kind of Scyther-looking one, for lack of a better term, when they get trapped by Tangle. Meanwhile, we cut back to Sonic and Tails and Amy. And it doesn't matter. Well, I could describe Sonic, Tails, and Amy's whole thing here as they fight things. They fight things, and and Eggman makes fun of them. That's it. They beat one of Eggman's robots and they're like, ho ho, we got you, Eggman. And then Eggman beats them, and then he's like, ho ho, I got you, Sonic. And there are some fun lines. They have a cool line where, because obviously I mentioned this in the podcast I did with Ian Waffles. If you haven't seen that, I'll link to it somewhere. I talk about how pretty much anytime I read Eggman in any of these comics, I read him with Jim Cummings' voice. And some of these lines, there's a line where he goes, oh, I haven't had this much fun in ages. Or, it's some cool stuff, but it's it doesn't matter. None of it matters. But so, I'm sorry, I broke a little bit there, but so, let's go back to Tangle and Belle. We're talking with Orbot and Cubot, and they try and trick them into giving up what they need to do. Ultimately, Tangle just tricks them. She's like, alright, well, I'm going in after them. And Belle's like, you shouldn't do that. And Tangle's like, but I'm gonna. And Belle's like, okay. So then Tangle goes into the portal and the issue ends. I'm I'm kind of speechless. Like, because I've obviously, I've been away from this. I just read these today before I reviewed them. Like, I haven't looked at the series. I've had other things. So I read these, and it's nothing. Like, these issues were nothing. And obviously, that's fine. It's fine to have an issue where it's just we get to see our heroes go on a wacky adventure. Like, you just sometimes you just want to see your favorite superheroes punch something. Like, that's fair. But it feels like that's every issue of this comic. Like, it feels like every issue, like, is just wacky hijinks, or not even wacky hijinks. Wacky hijinks would be like, it's just fighting. They fight, and there's more fighting, and then it's just nothing. It's just so much nothing. Like, if you skipped from the first issue of this arc where they go to the island, and then whatever, I don't know, I assume it's going to be in, most of these arcs are in sets of 4, so I don't know if next one will be the finale. If you just went from part 1 to part 4, it feels like you aren't really missing much. Like, I could summarize these issues for you in a couple sentences. Like, the only reason this review is as long as it is because I've been losing my mind. And like, and quite frankly, I am a big proponent of the fact that filler does not equal bad, because if you like the characters, just getting to see them bounce off one another and getting to see their personalities in action should be good enough. Not everything needs to be the end of the world, not everything needs to be a huge tentpole moment, but you gotta give me something to chew on. Like, you gotta get, like, I hate to say it, but it's nothing. They're just, like, I don't know, and like, I'm not, I remember years ago, I had a similar breakdown. I want to say it was like part 2 of Battle for Angel Island, but like that one, I'm not even mad, I'm not even disappointed, I don't know what I feel right now. It's so stupid. Like, oh man. Should I leave this in? I don't know. But so, in summary, these issues were fine, I guess. I mean, like, nothing egregious happens in them. It's just, again, it's like, nothing egregious happens in them, because I would argue nothing happens in them. Like, Belle's story arc is maybe the only thing of note, and even then, it's first of all only one plot in the book, and 2, it's I don't know. So, I mean, if you're looking to fill out your IDW Sonic collection, I mean, don't listen to whatever the hell I say. Just do whatever. Like, if this sounded appealing to you, then go out and buy it. But it's just like, again, I recommend you go and you listen to the podcast I did with Ian Wattfuls. I think that was the most, aside from this, that'll be the most recent upload on this channel. We talk about Archie, Sonic, and how, everything was so, like, rich, and the story, and like, the characters were so interesting and deep, and, the thing that really carried that book was its characters and the interactions between them. And in this, you get character interactions. Like, I've seen people on Twitter being like, oh man, the Sonami stuff from this book is really great. And I mean, I'm happy for those people, but it's just like, there's just nothing there. Like, it's just so, like, I don't know. And I'm not trying to bash on the book. I feel like an arc like this wouldn't be as big of a problem if not for, one, I have to review it and find something to say about it, which is difficult when, again, there's not really much to say about it. And 2, it feels like every arc is like that, except for the Zomba arc. But the problem is the Zomba arc was carried on the fact that it was carried by shock value. The Zomba arc was 100% carried by who's gonna get turned into a Zombot this week. And now that they don't have that, it's just, I don't know. I don't know. But apparently the next arc is about the Zeddy. Yay. But so, yeah, again, they're fine. These issues are fine. Oof. Alright, well, thank y'all for watching. Sorry for whatever that was. If you liked this, please make sure to leave a like, consider subscribing, help grow the channel. Again, I didn't hate these issues. I'm sure people are. I'm sure most people have already disliked the video and left. But like, no, I don't know what to say about them. Like but you know, if you like the video, be sure to leave a like, start subscribing, help grow the channel. Yeah, more content will be coming your way soon. I'm really gonna try and, you know, be somewhat consistent with my uploads for the next little while. I've got videos planned. I've got them scripted. I just need to get them out, or I just need to make them, if that makes sense. So, you know, hopefully that'll happen soon. But until then, I already did my outro, so I guess just bye.